5 years in a coma, this is what I woke up to. I went to sleep with land, machines, a future I'd spent years building, and I woke up to a world that didn't wait for me. Farms changed hands, fields disappeared, people I trusted moved on, and some of them got very rich doing it. I lost 5 years of my life. My son grew up without me, and the land I once called home belongs to someone else now. But this isn't a story about what I lost. This is the moment everything starts again.
4 months of rehab ends today. Learning how to walk again. Learning how to trust my body. I didn't walk out with a clean slate. I walked out knowing exactly what I'd lost, and exactly what still mattered. Hope bought me this while I was still inside. A truck. My name on the door. Next Gen Farmer. The farm's gone, but the name isn't. And before I start anything new, I need to see what happened to the old place. While I was in a coma, Hope made the hardest call of her life. She sold everything. The land, the machines, the yard. Not because we were finished, but because she refused to let it fall apart. Someone else bought it. Someone who saw an opportunity where I left a gap. Ethan's 6 now. Grace tried to keep things steady, even if that meant protecting people from the truth. But the truth catches up eventually. I didn't come back to reclaim the past. I came back to build the future. Every field, 2 meters high, wall to wall. I didn't think he'd turn the whole county into a forest. Grace.
Godric, I heard you were out today. I wasn't sure if I should call.
I'm glad you did. Hope told me what happened, how everything was sold early, put away. I don't blame you for stepping back.
I tried to keep things going at first, but once Hope made that call, there wasn't really a farm left to run. What Nathan's built here is massive. He calls it Poplar Crown Farm. He's taken over most of the south side of Montana.
Poplar Crown?
He used your trial as proof it worked. Once you went into the coma, he expanded hard.
My house is gone. I built that place with my own hands.
I know. He cleared everything, but no one likes him anymore. He's turned into something else, Godric.
Whatever I do next, I want you with me. You were always there. You're the only one I trust.
I'm in, all the way.
I'll call you again soon. And thank you, Grace.
Talk soon, boss.
Time to get some answers.
Well, I'll be damned. You're actually standing up.
Took a while.
Come in then. Didn't think you'd be back this soon.
I drove through fields I used to own to get here.
Yeah, they're performing well.
You remember when you pitched Poplar to me?
Of course. You didn't take it seriously at first. You proved the concept. Then you disappeared.
I was in a coma.
And the land went up for sale.
So you wiped everything.
I rebuilt it. Your trial showed potential. I scaled it.
You flattened my yard, my barns, my house.
Sentiment doesn't scale. Look, I've got meetings. If you're here for answers, you've got them. If you're here to compete, you're late.
We'll see.
Careful, Godric. This land's not as forgiving as it used to be.
Enjoy the crown while it fits.
I am.
Just numbers and land and silence where a life used to be. It's unreal what one person can build when they don't care what they leave behind. 12 fields. Every one of them Poplar. Every one of them his. I knew how profitable it was when I trialed it. And this must be printing money. There's nothing more for me here today. It's time to see Hope. Sign the papers and get what's owed back in my pocket. I still can't wrap my head around it. One idea, one moment of timing, and suddenly one man owns half of Montana. But I'm not here to admire it. At least now, I get to see hope and start working out how I build something better.
Good to see you walking in on your own.
Couldn't stay away any longer.
Before anything else, I just need you to sign these. Proof of recovery. Proof you're awake.
Feels strange signing paperwork just to exist again.
Once that's done, everything I protected comes back to you. $3.2 million.
3.2?
Selling early preserved the value. I didn't want you waking up to nothing.
I hated losing it. But you made the right call.
Now you get to decide what comes next.
3.2 million in the account. And nothing to show for it. No land, no yard, no machines. Which means I get to choose everything. David, how are you?
Good to hear your voice, Godric. How are you holding up?
Still processing. Nathan's... well, you've seen it.
Yeah, hard to miss. Listen, you looking to start again?
That's why I'm calling. Anything for sale?
Actually, yeah. Wild Prairie Ranch. Been abandoned a couple of years. Owner went bankrupt.
State-owned?
Yep. Should go for under 500. Big place. Structures are solid. Just hasn't been used.
What's the soil like?
Loam. Good loam. Those hill fields are quality. High yield potential. Good pH. Honestly, it's a perfect restart farm.
I'm looking at it now. 442,000.
If you're serious, don't wait.
Thanks, David. Good hearing from you again.
Anytime. You know where to find me.
Whiskey, beer, both right here. Corn, barley, water. Productions like that don't just make money. They build empires. Maybe this is it. Clean ground, good soil. A place to start again. This place has been sitting unused, but it doesn't feel run down. The house is solid, quiet. I can picture Hope here. Ethan too. Finally having space to grow up. 3 large grain silos. Plenty of storage right from day one. And a corn dryer. That matters. If I decide to go into whiskey, dry corn is essential. Having this already here saves time, money, and headaches. Decent-sized cow barn, good field attached, plenty of room. Dairy could work well here. Steady income, something reliable while everything else ramps up. And a fermenting silo. I've used one of these before. Grass to silage, fast. That could be extremely useful early on. For an abandoned farm, this is in great shape. House is solid, sheds are functional, layout makes sense. It feels like somewhere Hope and Ethan could actually live, not just survive. Now the real question, how does this place make money? And those factories nearby, whiskey, beer, they're right next door. All right, whiskey. The building costs $240,000. It runs 960 cycles a month. That's just over 11,500 cycles a year. To run it for a full year, I'd need roughly 138,000 corn, about half of that dried, around 34,000 barley, and water on top. The output works out to just over 92,000 units of whiskey per year, at roughly 2,200 per thousand. That's about $200,000 a year. Not insane money, but steady, scalable, and close by. Barley can be planted in April or May, harvested August or September. It can also go in during September and October, then harvested mid-year. Corn's flexible too, planted April through June, harvested anytime from October to February. That gives me options. I'd need a combine and a header, but the timing works. Beer's simpler, same building cost, same number of cycles. It only needs barley and water, about 138,000 barley per year. No drying step. That gives roughly 69,000 units of beer annually. At around 1,600 per thousand, that's about $110,000 a year. Lower return than whiskey, but much easier to manage. 1 month back, and everything's already shifting. A rival, a fresh start, a real plan. September's next, and this place might be where it all begins again. September starts with a clean slate. I've just bought Wild Prairie Ranch for $442,000. Not abandoned, just waiting. A solid house, room for Ethan to grow up. From here on, it's all go. There's a lot to work with here. 3 grain silos, a corn dryer ready to go, 2 cow paddocks, a sheep paddock, a fermenting silo for silage, and plenty of space to store machines as this place grows. Good layout, good bones. This farm can scale. Field 52, sorghum, already planted, already ready. That's immediate income if I want it. Field 49, grass, ready to cut, ready to sell. Easy money while bigger plans take shape. Field 57, green beans, ready as well, but I'm not convinced yet. Time to look at the land properly. Field 52, 285,000. Field 49, big field, 458,000. Field 56, 254,000. Field 54, 457,000. And Field 50, 211,000. David wasn't wrong. This land is good. All right, time to get some gear and call Grace. Grace, it's time.
You serious?
Dead serious. Meet me at the shop. I'm buying you a tractor.
You're joking.
I'm not. I need you back full time, and I want you in proper gear.
I've been waiting years to hear that. I'll be there.
Good. This time, we're doing it right. Walking back into a dealership like this, it feels different now. 2 John Deere 7Rs. This is the size we're going for. No more small gear, no more waiting. Big machines, faster work, more money.
Morning. Looking for anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm gearing up properly. Big tractors, implements to match.
You've come to the right place. We've got plenty in stock. Take your time.
Perfect. Before I buy a single machine, I need to be smart. The whiskey building alone is $240,000. Same again for the beer factory. That's nearly $500,000 straight away. Not yet. First, the land. Field 49, right next to the ranch. Grass already planted. $458,000. Field 52, sorghum ready to harvest. $285,000. And Field 56, clovergrass, good soil, $254,000. 3 big fields, all high yield. That's a strong start. Now for the main tractor, matte black, Vultra S Series, 420 horsepower. Big enough to handle anything I throw at it. $293,000. This is the backbone. And Grace needs something solid too. New Hollander T8000 series, 359 horsepower. $131,000. That's a bargain. 2 grass fields means silage. I'm not messing around with small gear. Bergman Shuttle 490S, 300 horsepower requirement. Silage additive tank, $167,000. Fendt slicer mower with row option, black, $70,000. And the front mower as well, black again, $14,000. That's enough to get started. Seeing it all lined up, this is how farming should feel. Grace, I've left a walkie-talkie in your cab. Same channel as the old days.
Already found it. And wow, this tractor's unreal.
Told you I wouldn't mess around this time.
Feels good to be back properly.
All right, hitch up the forage wagon and head back. I'll see you at field 49.
You sure about starting on that one first?
Yeah, big field. Expensive field. 450 grand sitting under grass.
Just like the old days then.
Exactly like the old days. Follow behind me. We'll get it straight into the fermenting silo.
Silage first. Money back in the account.
That's the plan. Let's get to work. All right, this is it. Big land, big machines. This field alone changes everything. Stay tight behind me, Grace. Let's turn this grass into silage and start earning our way back.
I'm right behind you.
All right, I think it's about time I called Liam. Feels strange having a moment to breathe again.
Godric?
Yeah, it's me.
Bloody hell. I was starting to think you'd forgotten about me.
Never. I just needed to get my feet back under me first.
So, how are you really?
I'm driving in a field I own again, cutting grass, trying to remember how my life used to feel. A lot's changed, Liam.
Grace told me bits, back when you went under. She said she was keeping the place alive.
Yeah, about that. Hope sold everything pretty early on. Land, machines, the yard. Grace didn't lie to hurt anyone. She just didn't want to drag you back. Not when you were building something of your own.
Oh, wow. I wondered. I always wondered why she sounded so tired.
She did her best. So did Hope.
And the farm?
Gone. Nathan owns it now. Turned the whole thing into a poplar empire.
Jesus.
Yeah. But I've bought a new place. Wild Prairie Ranch up on the hill. Clean start.
That actually sounds like you.
I'm thinking whiskey, beer, production stuff. Going bigger than I ever did before.
Figures. You always were the one thinking 5 steps ahead.
How's Scotland?
Mad. Honestly, mad. There's drama everywhere. Land trust nonsense, missing farmers, people not being who they say they are.
Sounds about right.
But I met someone. Fiona. She's good. Keeps me grounded.
I'm glad, mate. You deserve that.
Funny, isn't it? You disappear for 5 years, and when you come back, it feels like we've both lived whole different lives.
Yeah. But I'm still here, and so are you.
Always.
Once I get this place on its feet, you'll have to come see it.
Wouldn't miss it.
Good to hear your voice, Liam.
You too, mate. Take care of yourself.
I will. Talk soon.
All right, time to get onto the second grass field. This clover's ready. Let's get it cut and turn it into silage. Might as well make the most of the day. Hey, Hope.
Hey, I was just leaving the school. Picked Ethan up.
How's he doing?
Good. He wouldn't stop talking about how big the new tractors are.
That sounds like him.
So, how's the farming?
Honestly, it feels right. The house is solid. Plenty of space. Feels like somewhere we can actually settle again.
I'm glad. It's strange being back out there after so long. I got used to town. Different routine, different life.
I can imagine. You carried everything on your own for years.
It's still a bit surreal, you know? 5 years of silence. And now suddenly you're back. Sometimes I still expect the phone not to ring.
I wish I could give those years back.
I know. But you're here now, and that matters.
I just wanted to say again, selling the farm early was the right call. You gave me a real chance to start again.
I did what I had to. I couldn't let everything fall apart while you were gone.
I wouldn't be standing here without that.
There's just one thing you need to remember now. Ethan doesn't need tractors or land. He needs time.
Yeah, that's the part I'm still trying to figure out.
You've missed a lot. You just don't miss the next 5. You'll figure it out. You always do.
You always did believe in me more than I did.
Someone had to.
I'll be home later. Tell Ethan I'll see him tonight.
I will. Take it steady out there.
I will. Love you.
Love you too.
All right, grass is down. Time to start thinking ahead. Brown Swiss Holsteins. I could go dairy. Milk first. Maybe proper dairy later on. Or beef. Angus. Limousine. Highland cattle. Even a butchery down the line. What do we reckon? Dairy or beef? I've got options here. 2 cow pens, 1 sheep pen. I could split it. 1 pen dairy, 1 pen beef. Sheep alongside it. Cows will happily take silage, and I'm making plenty of that already. Sheep can take hay or grass. Lower output, but less work. That keeps things simple. Grace is finished up for the day, but I still need to get this grass in. I'll move her tractor out of the way and hook mine up to the trailer. Both machines feel solid. Feels good to work with proper gear again. One last push. Get this silage collected, then we can wrap September up properly. Nathan, didn't think you'd be calling.
I figured you'd be busy. New farm, new machines. You always did like moving fast once you got started.
I move when it makes sense. You didn't call to talk about my tractors.
No. I called because I've been watching those fields up on the hill. 49, 52, 56. That land fits perfectly into my next expansion block.
They're not for sale. I bought them for a reason.
Everything's for sale. It's just a question of timing and pressure.
That land is my reset. I'm not losing it the way I lost the rest.
You didn't lose it. You disappeared, and the world kept moving.
You built an empire on someone else's land. You pitched poplar to me. I proved it worked.
And then I took it seriously, scaled it, optimized it. You tested. I industrialized.
You've scaled faster than anyone should. Land, machinery, infrastructure. That kind of money doesn't come clean.
Careful. You sound bitter and tired.
I sound like someone who understands numbers, and your numbers don't add up.
Here's the thing, Godric. You still think this is farming. It isn't. It's logistics, contracts, supply chains. I don't need to lift a finger anymore.
And yet everyone says you barely show your face. You work people to the bone and keep the margins for yourself.
People work because they're paid, and because I own the land they stand on. That's how this works now.
That's not how I run things.
That's why you're rebuilding, and I'm expanding.
I didn't come back to play small, and I didn't come back to work under anyone.
Then stay in your lane. Hill country is my future. If you start interfering, you'll regret it.
You don't get to decide where I farm, or what I build.
I decide what survives. That's the difference.
We'll see, because I'm building something different, something you're not ready for.
Oh?
You'll find out when it's too late to stop it.
I like this version of you. Still stubborn, still behind.
Enjoy the poplar.
Just remember, empires don't fall gently.
Neither do I. He's not as fun as he used to be. Greed consuming him. Anywho, September's come and gone quicker than I expected. In a single month, a new farm, 3 big fields secured, silage in the bunker, big machines on the yard now. Not because I wanted to show off, but because time matters. Grace is back. The place feels alive again, and for the first time since I woke up, this actually feels real. There's still a lot to decide. Beef or dairy, where the money really comes from, how far I push things, and how fast. And then there's Nathan, watching, expanding, waiting for me to make a mistake. October's next. Winter's not far away, and whatever I plant now decides what this farm becomes next year. This isn't about catching up anymore. It's about building something stronger and doing it my way. There's just over $1 million in the bank and crops ready in the ground. The farm's no longer empty. The machines are lined up. There's sorghum standing in the fields and no way to harvest it yet. That changes today. If I'm building something bigger than before, I can't afford bottlenecks. So it's time to invest and move this farm into the next gear. If I'm buying a combine, it's going to be one that lasts. Big enough for sorghum now and ready for barley and corn when production ramps up. John Deere S780. Crawler tracks, modern tech, serious capacity. 381,000. Pricey, but this is the level I'm playing at now. I'll need the right header too. HD50F, 15.2 meters wide, 144,000. That's a lot of steel. And there's no point harvesting without moving grain. Krone GX520, 132,000. Grace is already hitching up the trailer. She'll head back to the farm, and I'll follow shortly. All right, this thing is massive, modern, quiet. Feels like a cockpit, not a cab. This is the kind of machine that changes how a farm runs. Grace, quick one.
Go on.
I've just realized I don't actually have a header trailer. Need to buy one of those too.
Yeah, you'll need one. You know you can just hitch it off the back, right?
I just want to drive this thing home clean for once.
Fair enough. I'll come back and pick it up now.
Right, header trailer. 30,000. Done. Grace, thanks for grabbing this.
Honestly, this setup is insane. You weren't joking about going big.
Not this time.
I'll head back and meet you at the field.
Perfect. This combine alone is a huge investment, but it'll pay itself off faster than people think. Sorghum now, barley next, corn after that. When production starts, downtime isn't an option. This machine buys time, and time is money. All right, time to get this sorghum off the field and into the silo. Walter.
Heard you're back in business. Big business by the sound of it.
Word travels fast.
Hard not to notice a new S780 rolling through town. Listen, I wanted to give you a heads up.
About?
Nathan. He's been sniffing around council land again. Leases, water access, biomass incentives.
That doesn't surprise me.
What should is how quickly it's all getting approved. Stuff that normally takes years is flying through.
You saying it's not clean?
I'm saying it's not normal, and people are starting to ask questions.
Good.
Just be careful. You're building something solid. Don't get dragged into his mess.
I won't. But I won't back off either.
I figured. Just thought you should know. Eyes are on him.
I appreciate the call.
Anytime. Welcome back, Godric.
October's moving fast. The machines are in place. The harvest is underway, and the bigger picture is starting to come into focus. One step at a time. Before I push on, I want to take a moment, because none of this happens without the people who believe in me month after month. The next-gen legends. Jeffrey, Mike Collins, Sox Golf 84, Liza Green 7240, TLOUD, Pete Knight, Gusano OG, Raven Eye Aerials, Matthew Bullington, C. Senpai, Jedden Colorado, Dylan Beauvais, Jamie Morpeth, The Macabre Tavern, Tristan Kalb, Jeff Marshall, Bloodied Porcelain, XD Chiller 1994, Pendle. Your support isn't just numbers on a screen. It's the reason these stories keep growing, the reason this farm keeps moving forward, and the reason I can build something bigger than before. You're not just watching the journey, you're part of it. Thank you, Legends.
All right, last passes. This sorghum's come off clean. Good yield, no drama.
This field paid for itself quicker than I expected. That's how I want things to run from here on. That's the last of it. Grains in the trailer, sorghums in storage. Time to head in, put the combine away, get the header back on the trailer. October's done. October was about momentum, the right machines, the right land, and getting crops off when they're ready. Sorghum harvested, silage stacked up. There's close to 1 million litres sitting in that fermenting silo now, and that changes everything. Next month is simple. No big purchases, no big risks. Just selling silage and turning grass into cash. That money sets up winter, sets up spring, and it buys me time to think bigger. For now, though, the machines can rest. So can I. That's you done for the month, Mr. Combine. Time to call it a day. I'll go inside and spend the evening with Hope and Ethan.
You smell like grain dust.
That's how you know it was a good day.
Ethan's convinced you live in that tractor now.
I told him I'd clock off eventually.
Good, because he wants you to help with homework tonight.
I'd rather harvest another field.
Too bad. You missed 5 years. You're not missing maths.
Fair enough. Honestly, it's nice just being back.
It's nice having you back.
All right, let's call this a win. November. No chaos this month. No rush, just getting paid for work that's already been done. 1 million litres of silage ready to move, and another 130,000 litres of grass still sitting here. I'll keep that back for winter feed. The cows are going to need it, and I don't want to be scrambling later. Silage prices are steady all year, about $120 per 1,000 litres. So selling 1 million litres should bring in roughly 120,000. That grass field alone cost me around 450,000. And already, just from this first cut, it's paid back a decent chunk of itself. Add the second grass field on top, and suddenly, grass isn't just filler between crops, it's a system. If I rotate grass properly, keep cattle fed, sell surplus silage every year, that's a dependable income stream. Not exciting, but reliable. And reliability is what keeps farms alive. Grace, you about?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm starting on the silage runs. There's a lot here. It'll take most of the month to clear.
No worries. I'll grab the tractor, hook up a trailer, and start hauling to the farmer's market.
Cheers. Nice to have a month where we're not chasing our tails.
Yeah, it actually feels calm for once.
Feels earned. All right, let's keep this moving. Lots of trailer loads to get through.
Sounds good. There's more here than I thought.
Yeah, that grass came off well. Between the two fields, it stacked up fast.
Makes a difference having decent kit, not fighting the machines all day.
That's the idea. If we're going to do this properly, the gear needs to keep up with the plan.
Feels strange, though. Doing this again, but here.
Different place, same rhythm.
At least this time it feels settled.
Once the silage starts moving, everything slows down. Not in a bad way, just steady. That's when you actually get time to think. Right now, this farm works. The grass feeds the animals. The surplus turns into cash. That's a loop I can rely on. With the combine in the yard now, I'm not boxed in anymore. Harvest windows don't control me. If corn's ready, I cut it. If barley's ready, same deal. That means next year can be planned properly. Corn for production, barley for production, grass rotated back in when the soil needs it. Seeding's the next big decision. I don't want to cultivate everything. Too slow, too much fuel. Direct drilling makes more sense. One planter for corn, one seeder for barley. Simple, efficient. Then there's fertilizer, lime. If I'm expecting high yields year after year, the soil has to come first. That's not exciting, but it's how farms last. Money-wise, I've got room, about 500,000 sitting there. But that's not free money. That's future locked in the bank. Whiskey production alone will cost 240,000. Same again for beer. That's nearly $500,000 before water, transport, or setup. And water's the real problem. I'll need a steady supply, not just once, every month. Pumps, storage, a way to move it without wasting time. There are plenty of other production routes I could take too, but not poplar. That ship sailed. Nathan owns that market, and I'm not building my future on something I can't control. I don't need to match him, I just need to outlast him. By the end of November, the bunker's nearly empty. Silage sold, money in. No surprises. This month did exactly what it needed to do. It stabilized everything. The farm's not scrambling anymore, it's operating. That's a big difference. Winter's next. Animals to bring in, pens to fill, feed to manage carefully, not reactively. This place is starting to feel like a farm again. Every time I pass these buildings, I can see the steps. Corn from my fields, barley from my land, water flowing in. It won't happen all at once, but it will happen. 3 months back, I was starting from nothing. Now there's land, machines, a system that works. Winter's coming, and that's where the real planning begins. Winter changes how you farm. The fields stop growing, but the planning ramps up. Animals need to come in, feed needs managing, and I need to see if Floyd's still around, see what stock is available. Which fields stay grass, which ones rest, which ones get ready for spring. Winter's not downtime, it's where the next year is decided. Winter's here now. You can feel it in the air before you even see the frost. The farm looks different when the cold sets in, quieter, slower. Across the valley, Nathan's place doesn't slow down the same way. Endless poplar rows, machines parked with military precision, lights on, even in the dead of winter. That farm doesn't sleep. But this one still feels human. And winter's when I decide what kind of farm it's going to become. Winter changes the priorities. Crops take a back seat. Animals don't. The tractor's first. It's filthy. Mud, silage, months of work baked into it. I could leave it, but winter's slower. This is the time to reset things properly. A clean machine isn't just cosmetic. It's maintenance. It's respect for the tools that keep this place alive. With that sorted, it's time to deal with feed. The silage has been sitting there long enough, and the cows are going to need it. One full trailer at a time. No rushing, no waste. This pen here, this one's going to be dairy. Holsteins. Reliable, consistent. Milk coming in year-round if I manage it right. Plenty of space outside, solid shelter inside. It feels right. Not flashy, just dependable. Winter rewards dependable. The next pen's different. Beef cattle, Angus. Slower returns, but strong value if I'm patient. Between dairy and beef, I'm not betting everything on one outcome. Balance matters now more than ever. Maybe one day there's a butchery on this farm. Full vertical setup. Animals born here, raised here, processed here. That's a big dream though. Big money, big land. Not today. Winter's for planning, not overreaching. Grace's tractor. Yeah, that needs attention too. She won't be around much this winter. She's got other work to finish, other responsibilities. And that's fine. The sheep are already sorted. Grass is in. They're good for now. There's one thing I haven't dealt with yet. The sorghum. It's been sitting there quietly in the silo, doing nothing, waiting. 61,000 litres. That field wasn't cheap, and crops don't make money just by existing. December's usually the best window to move it, so now feels like the right time. Prices are holding well. This month strong, around $6.70 per 1,000 litres at the local spots, but Iron Ridge grains offering more, $7.84 per 1,000. I remember something else I'd been ignoring, the chicken coop. It's been there this whole time. Chickens could work. Maybe. Eggs are steady, simple, but this pen's small, really small, and feeding them grain adds another layer of management. Maybe when there's a real reason for eggs, a production chain that needs them. For now, I'd rather leave it empty than half commit and regret it later. That gets me thinking bigger. Production chains, biogas is interesting, manure, slurry, silage, even sugar beet cut. I could clear some trees near the sheep pen one day and make that work. Some of the others are out of reach for now. Canning factories, cement, carpentry, big investments, big footprints. Dairy fits naturally, but that's already part of the plan. Bakeries, oil plants, flour mills, all useful, all expensive. Then there's ethanol. Rocky Mountain ethanol. That one catches my eye. Dry corn, sorghum, propane, corn, familiar crops, familiar logic. Same entry price as beer and whiskey, $240,000. And the returns, roughly $4,000 per 1,000 litres. That's serious money if it's fed properly. It fits. Ethanol alongside beer, alongside whiskey. Same backbone, different outputs. Not today, but soon. All right, time to move this sorghum. Trailer hitched, and Iron Ridge is paying well this month. This is exactly what that field was bought for. No waiting, no second guessing, just turning stored work into something real. Hello?
Godric, it's Giles. I wasn't sure you'd answer.
Yeah, sorry. Took me a second. Been a long time.
Nearly 5 years. I didn't really know how to call. Or when.
I get that. I've only really been back on my feet a while myself.
How are you, actually? I've heard nothing since you woke up.
I'm all right. Took a long stretch of rehab, but I'm working again. Back farming. Different setup, but I'm moving forward.
That's good to hear. Last I knew, everything just stopped.
It did. Farm went, land changed hands. I had to start again somewhere else. Smaller, quieter, more deliberate this time.
You're farming right now?
Yeah, I'm hauling a load of sorghum to Iron Ridge. Had 61,000 litres sitting in storage from earlier in the year.
That sounds like you didn't waste much time.
Didn't feel like I had much to spare. December prices are decent though. This sale should come in just under 50,000.
That's impressive.
It helps. Pays back a good chunk of the field it came from. That was the idea when I bought it.
I'm glad to hear things are working again. I haven't been back since the wedding, but I didn't know if you wanted visitors after everything.
The wedding was the right moment. Hospital visits wouldn't have been. You didn't miss anything important.
You sound steadier than before.
I think I am. Slower, maybe, but clearer about what I'm building and why.
If you ever need help out there, I'd come over, even just for a season.
I appreciate that. Maybe when things pick up again in spring next year, or the year after.
I'd like that.
Yeah, me too. I'll keep in touch.
All right, I'll let you get back to it.
If I can squeeze another grass cut out of these fields straight after winter, that's money I don't want to leave on the table. Cut in April, plant in May. That might be the sensible move. Corn could even wait until June if I push it. Or I plant everything as soon as the second cut's done and see how it goes. It's quiet. Too quiet. And when things go quiet, that's usually when I end up driving this way. Nathan's farm. It still catches me off guard seeing it from the road. Poplar everywhere. Tall, dense, relentless. Fields still growing, others ready to harvest. It's not just a farm anymore. It's an operation. This used to be laid out completely differently. There's no bottleneck here, no waiting on one machine to free up. If something breaks, another just takes its place. And then there's the biomass plant, burning his own waste, turning wood chips into heat, into energy, into more income. It's clever, expensive, but clever. Poplar must really be worth it if this is the level he's operating at. This used to be laid out completely differently. Smaller fields, different flow, human scale. December's done, the year's turning, and whatever January brings, it starts with a plan.
New Year already. Christmas was good though. Quiet. Ethan enjoyed it, even if he mostly enjoyed the boxes.
Best toy he got all day.
I've been thinking about Nathan.
I figured you had.
I'm not saying you need to do anything. The speed he's expanding at doesn't add up financially. Not even for Poplar.
No, it doesn't. And I can't prove anything either. That's the problem.
So what do you do?
For now, I focus on this place. Build something solid enough that whatever he's doing, it doesn't matter. Feels like the right time. Pens are ready. Feeds in. Winter's quiet, but animals don't wait. Today's the day. I haven't been to the animal market in years. Haven't seen Floyd since before the accident. Not sure if he's still there, or if he's moved on like everything else seemed to. Dairy cows, beef cows, sheep. Nothing flashy. Just the foundations of a proper mixed farm again.
Well, I'll be damned. Godric Manston.
You're still here then?
Someone's gotta be. Heard you'd woken up, but didn't think I'd see you back buying stock this soon.
Neither did I, to be honest. But here we are.
What are you after?
I want to get going properly. Dairy cows first.
I've got 20 Holstein dairy cows, 18 months old, all female. 25,500, including delivery.
That works. I'll take them.
Beef?
Yeah, Angus. Other pen.
10 Angus beef cows, same age. 24,250, delivery included.
Sounds good. That'll do nicely.
And sheep?
Adults, if possible. I want breeding started straight away.
Swiss black-brown mountain sheep. 20 of them. 10,777.
I'll take them.
Right. I'll get the paperwork sorted. They'll be on their way now. Should beat you back to the farm.
Appreciate it, Floyd.
Good to see you back.
That's a good chunk of money gone. But it's the right kind of spending. Animals keep the farm alive through winter. They give the place a heartbeat again. 10 Angus beef cows. Plenty of silage. Plenty of space. 20 Holstein dairy cows in the other pen. Feeds ready. These ones will start paying their way properly soon enough. And the sheep. Grass only, but that's enough. Hay can wait. Winter's already busy enough. This shed. This is it. Away from the house. Away from the noise. Dairy cows look settled. Plenty of silage. Plenty of space. These ones are about consistency more than anything else. Milk every day. Steady income. The sheep are happy enough. Grass only, but that's fine for now. Hay would mean more work, more storage, more hassle. This pen's simple, and sometimes simple is exactly what winter needs. breeding can start straight away, and that's where the real value comes from. This shed, this is where the thinking happens. Away from the house, away from the noise. This is where plans turn into decisions, and decisions turn into work. It's not much to look at, but it's going to be the center of everything I do here. Used milk tank. Half price, 11,000. Tempting, but not yet. Then there's the custom Montana tank. Built by a local. Bigger capacity. Multi-use. 26,000. Not today. But that's the one when the time comes. Corn headers there too. 144,000. 12 meters. End of next year's problem. Field 49 gets corn. Nearly 19 acres. Fields 52 and 56 get barley. 11.5, 10.5. Slightly more barley overall, and I'll need it. Beer, whiskey, feed, water, dry corn through the dryer. Everything has to line up. Barley goes in April. Harvest in August if all goes well. Then straight into grass. One more cut before winter. Maybe even another early next year. Corn's trickier. April planting means a heavy month. June planting gives breathing room, but no grass after. I'll lock barley in first and decide on corn when I'm standing in the field. Direct drills only. One seeder, one planter. Less cultivating. Better soil. Better score. Less time fixing mistakes.
Animals arrived then?
Yeah, no drama. Which usually means I've missed something. But for now, they're good.
It changes the feel of the place, doesn't it? Animals make it feel alive again.
It does. Even in winter. Especially in winter, actually.
Ethan couldn't stop pointing out the sheep earlier. He's decided they're his now.
That's fine. As long as he doesn't start naming them. That never ends well.
I was watching you from the window earlier. You look more settled than you did last year.
I think I am. I'm not trying to outrun anything this time.
Good, because I don't want this turning into another competition. Not with Nathan. Not with anyone.
I know. I'm not chasing him. I just don't want to be swallowed up by what he's building either.
You don't need to match him scale for scale.
Number. Just smart enough that what we do here actually lasts.
That's all I want. Something stable. Something Ethan grows up around. Not something that burns you out again.
That's the plan. One season at a time.
All right, just promise me one thing. If it ever stops feeling right, you say something. Before it becomes a problem.
I will. I promise. February already. 3 fields, animals settling in, and a lot of decisions coming fast once spring hits. This month's about checking what's working. This farm really is beautiful. Montana is beautiful. Winter's still got its grip. The dairy cows are doing well. Just under 2,000 litres of milk already, which is better than I expected this early. They've also kicked out about 5,000 litres of slurry. Not enough to cover these fields properly yet, but it's a start. Long term, slurry and manure could make a real difference. Sheep are all healthy. 20 of them. Plenty of food, no issues so far. They've just started producing wool too. About 250 litres already. It takes 1,000 for a full pallet, so that's one every 4 months for now. Once lambing starts, that'll scale up quickly. Used vehicle sales got my attention today. Azaria Proactive, 38% off. 14,000. That's hard to ignore when you're serious about doing fertilizer properly. All right, I'll take it.
Godric, you got a minute?
Yeah, I'm just heading into town, actually.
Good timing then. I was going to ask if you've started thinking about soil yet, or if you're still pretending it fixes itself.
You'll be proud of me. I've stopped pretending.
That's a relief.
I just picked up an Azaria Proactive, used sale. Decided if I'm going to take nitrogen seriously, I should probably measure it properly.
All right, that is progress. Actual progress.
That's what I thought. But I'm not walking those fields sampling like before with the other machine. They're massive fields. I'd still be out there by spring.
Then don't do it yourself.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Take them into town, Arbol Garden Center. Get the samples processed properly.
Since when does Arbol do that?
Since my wife Mara got sick of farmers guessing.
Your wife runs Arbol.
That explains why I'm insufferable about soil, doesn't it?
It really does.
They'll charge you a fee, but you'll get proper readings. Nitrogen, pH, the lot. Worth every dollar.
That actually sounds perfect. I'm already on my way into town.
Good. Tell her I sent you. She'll look after you.
Will do. Cheers, David.
Proud of you. Took you long enough.
Hi, I was told to come in here and ask for Mara.
That depends. Did David send you?
He did, yeah.
Of course he did. I was wondering how long it would take before he sent you my way.
He said if I wanted to stop guessing with soil, you were the person to see.
That sounds like him. All right then, what can I help you with?
I need my field sampled properly before spring. I don't want to go into planting blind.
No problem at all. Which fields are we talking about?
Fields 49, 52, and 56.
So you're looking at roughly 5,000 to 6,000 per field. All up, somewhere between 15 and 20,000.
That's fine.
What you'll get is a full soil breakdown, nitrogen, pH, yield potential. Accurate data for the next year or two, so you're not wasting money guessing.
That's what I want.
One more thing. The shop's got some new agri-spread units in. They'd suit those fields well.
All right, I'll go take a look now. Thanks, Mara.
No worries. Have fun out there.
Agri-spread. AS2100SCS. 9,000 litres. 16 metres for lime, 36 for fertiliser. Big enough to matter. 62,500. But it fits the plan. All right, let's do it. Quick hitch, connections on. This one's going to get used properly. I've also had 2 standing tanks delivered this morning, Meridian tanks. One for fertilizer, one for lime. About 25 grand each, but it means no more trips into town. Everything comes here when I need it. It's a big upfront cost, but winter's been about removing friction, less running around, more actual work. They're already in place, tucked in neatly, out of the way, but close enough to be useful. Yeah, this is going to make life easier. No queues, no wasted time, just fill up and get on with it. 5,000 litres of solid fertilizer. That's $8,800. Not small money, but it's part of doing this properly. All right, another 5,000 litres. Another $8,800. Nearly 17 grand all up, just on fertilizer. Lime can wait until next month. Right, let's get onto it. 2 grass fields first. Set them up properly now, and April will look after itself.
Hey, just checking in. How's everything holding together over there?
Quiet, but good. Animals are all in now. Dairy, beef, sheep. They've settled in better than I expected.
That's good to hear. Sounds like you've been busy.
Yeah, picked up a new fertilizer spreader as well. And I've had all the field's soil sampled properly.
You finally did it.
I know. David would be proud. Did you know his wife does the soil work? She runs Arbol, knows her stuff.
That actually explains a lot.
It does, yeah. Everything's a lot more planned now, less guessing.
Good. I should be back around April, by the way. Just finishing up this contract here.
That's perfect timing. Honestly, winter's been productive, but there wouldn't have been enough work for both of us anyway.
I figured. Still, it'll be good to be back.
Yeah, it will. See you in April.
Have fun with your new fertilizer.
Right, February done. On to March.
March. It's still wet, still grey, but it's not as cold anymore. Spring's close. You can feel it. Rain's coming down steadily. The sun's trying to break through, but it's not quite winning yet. Not a nice day, but a useful one. The lime tank's empty. No surprises there. If I'm serious about these fields, this needs to be done properly. 60,000 litres fills it completely. $15,000. That's a lot of lime. But it's a decent price, and I'm going to need every bit of it on these fields. Before I get stuck in, let's check on the dairy cows. They're doing well. Slurry's up to 9,000 litres now. It builds fast with 20 cows. Milk's sitting at 4,200 litres and climbing. Best place to sell milk right now is Country View Dairy. September pays the most, about $7.50 per 1,000 litres. If I wait until then, I should have a decent haul ready. Hopefully with more cows added by then. Right, time to get to work. These fields won't lime themselves. I'm down to about 312,000 in the bank now. Winter's been expensive. Animals, spreaders, soil sampling, tanks. It all adds up quicker than you realize. And there's more coming. Corn header by the end of the year, a seeder for barley, a planter for corn. The big ones I want aren't cheap. If I'm not careful, I'll run this account dry fast. April's grass cut needs to be strong. Silage has to cover some of those costs. Milk sales need to start pulling their weight. And if I want beer and whiskey production later this year, I might be looking at a loan. None of it's impossible. No impulse spending. Every decision earns its place. For now, I keep going. One pass at a time, setting the ground up properly and hoping it pays me back.
Godric Manston?
Speaking.
Caleb Rourke here, Senior Rural Property Consultant. I won't take much of your time.
All right, what can I do for you?
I'm calling because your name's come up again locally, land-wise. Thought it was better you heard it from me than secondhand.
Go on.
There's movement starting around your area. Leases being reviewed. A couple of owners quietly testing the market. Nothing public yet.
Near my place?
Close enough to matter. Some of it borders your ground. Some of it doesn't. But it all connects.
And you're calling me because?
Because you used to own significant land here. And because you still farm with intent. People notice that.
All right.
I'll be straight with you. Nathan's been making inquiries. Not just one, several. He's not rushing, but he's not hesitating either.
Buying or leasing?
Both. Depends on what's offered. He's positioning himself.
I figured as much.
I'm not saying you need to act, but if you wanted a seat at that table, timing would matter. Once things go formal, prices harden quickly.
And right now?
Right now, it's still quiet. Conversations, phone calls. That phase doesn't last long.
I've just invested heavily through winter. I'm not exactly liquid.
I assumed as much, which is why I'm calling now, not later. You don't lose anything by knowing where the pressure's coming from.
I appreciate that.
Think it over. I'll leave it with you. If you want details, you know how to reach me.
All right. Thanks for the heads up, Caleb.
Anytime. Take care.
The lime's down. Fields are set. Nothing flashy, just groundwork done properly. This is the kind of work that doesn't show up straight away, but it decides everything that comes next. Winter's nearly behind us now. Animals are settled, soil's been tested. Money's tighter than I'd like, but it's been spent with purpose. Every dollar's gone into making this place stronger, not just bigger. Spring's coming fast. Planting, cutting, selling. Decisions that don't wait for perfect timing. And out here, standing still isn't really an option. For now, I shut the tractor down and let the rain do its thing. March is done. April's next. And it feels like the kind of month that changes direction. April. Finally, spring's here. And suddenly everything wants doing at once. This is one of those months where you blink and you're already behind. Loads to do, no room for mistakes. Grace, you working today?
Yeah, I am. About time, too. I was starting to forget what the farm looked like.
Good. Grass is ready on 49 and 56. Yields looking fantastic, and the weather's actually behaving for once.
That won't last.
No, so let's use it. Hitch the forage wagon on and start picking it up, straight into the fermenting silo.
Perfect. I'll get stuck in.
Once we're finished with the grass, I'm planning on heading to the shop. New seeder, get these fields planted with barley while the window's open.
Busy start to the month then.
Very busy, but a good one. While the mower's going, I've been doing the numbers in my head, and honestly, corn just doesn't stack up this year. If I go corn, I'm straight into another planter, another header for the combine, and then the whiskey factory itself. That's a huge amount of money tied up before I see a single dollar back. I could probably make it work, but I'd be one bad month away from trouble, and that's not where I want to be right now. So the plan's changed. All 3 fields go into barley. 1 crop, 1 seeder, simpler setup. I'll buy a good seeder, get everything planted cleanly, and focus on beer first. Beer's safer, quicker returns, less stress. It's not as exciting as whiskey, but it pays the bills. And that's kind of important. There's no point building an empire if you can't afford the electricity to keep the lights on.
Godric, thought I'd spotted you out there. Place looks busy again.
Yeah, spring's hit hard this year.
What's the plan then? Looks like you're not hanging about.
Grass first, then barley everywhere, holding off corn for now.
Playing it safe?
Playing it sensible.
Beer instead of whiskey then?
Exactly. Get something steady running before I start throwing money around.
Sounds like you're already trying to keep pace with Nathan's poplar setup.
I wouldn't say keep pace, just making sure I don't get left behind.
Fair enough. Looks like you're doing it right.
That's the hope. Anyway, I'd better get back to it.
Speak soon.
There's something reassuring about this part of the job. One machine doing one thing, exactly how it's supposed to. Grass going down, rows lining up behind me. Grace chasing it all up like it never ends. And after everything that's happened, I'm all right with that. Days like this remind me why I came back. Not to rush, not to gamble, just to build something that actually lasts. Grace, how are we looking? Mowing's done here.
Good timing. I'm still picking up grass, and it feels endless.
That's a good problem to have. I'm heading to the shop now to grab that seeder.
Nice. That's exciting.
It is, in a responsible, adult sort of way. Right, seeder time. This is one of those purchases where you tell yourself it's an investment and quietly hope you're right. There are plenty of options here, but one stands out straight away. The Horsch Avatar, 195,000. Direct drilling, so no cultivating needed. It fertilizes as it plants, 12 meters wide, and it needs 300 horsepower, which means both my tractor and Grace's can run it. Of course, a seeder without seed is just a very expensive ornament. So, 3 pallets of seed, $4,000. That'll do nicely. And 4 pallets of fertilizer as well, $7,500. Right, let's go. It does look good. Red body, black grills. It's got that "I cost a lot of money" look about it. But this is the kind of machine that actually earns its keep. Direct drill, fertilizer going in at the same time. None of this messing around doing jobs twice. Connections on, hoses checked. And the best part is, both tractors can handle it. 300 horsepower and no drama. No borrowing, no swapping, no arguments. Which is always a bonus. Right then. It's filled up with seed and fertilizer. Time to get it back to the farm. If I'm going to spend this kind of money, it might as well start working immediately. Grace, I've got the seeder, heading back now.
Perfect. I'm on the last grass field. Still picking up. And it just keeps coming.
That sounds like a good lot of silage then. Finish that up and we'll call April a win.
Sounds good. I'll see you back at the yard. I think I'll need another month off after this.
All right, time to get this thing to work. 3 fields, 1 crop, nice and simple. If everything goes in cleanly now, it makes the rest of the year a whole lot easier. Let's get this barley planted.
Hello, mate. You busy? Or are you pretending to be?
Actively busy, there's a difference.
Figures. I've been meaning to ring you for weeks. Thought I'd better before one of us disappears into a tractor forever.
That's already happened on my end.
Well, Scotland's been... Scotland. The old place is still standing. Mostly. Weather's still trying to kill me.
Some things never change.
The fishing's been good though. Better than expected actually. Turns out if you stick with it long enough, things start to make sense. Goat yoga up and running, gear upgraded. Even the locals are starting to talk to me without laughing.
Ah, good old goat yoga. Knew you'd make that dream come true eventually.
I've got the farm side ticking over as well. Not big money, but steady. Animals doing their thing. A few odd jobs here and there. Nothing flashy. Just trying to build something that doesn't fall apart the second I turn my back.
That sounds very familiar.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Different places, same problem. You trying to build something real instead of just surviving.
Exactly that. Winter nearly cleaned me out, but I finally got systems in place. Animals are in, grass is coming off, barley's going in now. Playing it safe, but playing it properly.
You always did prefer the long game.
Had to learn the hard way. Montana's been good to me, but it doesn't forgive mistakes.
Funny, isn't it? You over there with wide open space, me boxed in by hills and water, and somehow we're both doing the same thing, just trying to stay one step ahead.
Different scenery, same stress.
Wouldn't trade it though.
I wouldn't either.
We'll have to get you over here one day, or I'll come out there, see which one of us made the worst decisions.
That sounds dangerous, but fair.
Just don't forget where you came from, yeah?
Never do.
All right. I'll let you get back to pretending you enjoy planting.
It's my favorite lie.
Speak soon.
April's been one of those months where everything clicks into place. Grass is off, barley's in. Machines are finally doing what they were bought to do. It's not flashy progress, but it's solid. The kind you can build on. May's going to be quieter, more planning, more animal checks, keeping things ticking over. Grace will be away for most of it, so it'll be down to me again. But for now, April's done. And for the first time in a while, it feels like we're moving forward, not just holding on. May. Rain pouring down. And the barley's growing. I'll take that. It's one of those proper wet spring days. Not pleasant, but useful. And honestly, it's looking really good. The barley's green, thick, and already pushing hard. If it stays like this, harvest should be massive. David and Mara were right. The soil up here is incredible. Which also explains why Nathan's so interested in anything nearby. I need to be careful. Or I need to move quickly. Either way, I can't ignore it. Sheep are all happy. Wool's slowly stacking up, looking good, ready to sell when it hits a full pallet. No complaints from them, which is rare. Lambs are coming along nicely too, about 80% now. That should mean around 20 lambs next month, which is exciting growth. And the beef cows are looking pretty beefy. Give them more time to bulk out, let them calve, and we should have a really solid cycle of prime Angus coming through. Silage is coming along nicely as well, on track for another 1 million litres, just like last year. That should be another 100 grand or so in the bank when it's ready to sell.
This is the bit I'm really excited about. 20 dairy cows, all healthy, all due to calve in the coming months. And we've already got 9,000 litres of milk. Plenty more to come. While it's quiet, I give the tractors and trailers a clean. It's amazing how much better everything works when you can actually see it.
Hey Katie, long time.
Godric, it's so good to hear your voice. I still can't quite believe you're back.
Yeah, neither can I some days.
I've been meaning to call. After everything, it's just really good to know you're up, moving, farming again.
I appreciate that. It's taken a bit to get going, but things are finally moving.
I heard you've gone big on animals.
I have, yeah. Sheep, beef, dairy. Building it properly this time.
That makes me so happy. You always cared about doing it right. The animals suit you.
They do. It's a lot of work, but it feels right.
I'm really glad for you. Truly. Anyway, I'll let you get back to it.
Thanks, Katie. That means a lot. Talk again soon. So barley went in last month. If everything behaves, it should be ready around August. Maybe September. August would be ideal. Harvest it, plant grass straight after, and squeeze another cutout before winter. Worst case, it sits there and pays me back early next spring before barley goes in again. Beer factories, 240 grand. I don't quite have that spare without taking a loan. So that's staying on the wish list for now. Best time to sell beer looks like September or January. So timing that build properly is going to matter. One thing I can't forget though, beer needs water, a lot of it. That means a water tanker, unless I look at getting it plumbed in properly. Quick look at the used sale, 24-meter spot sprayer, liquid herbicide and fertilizer, 16,000. Grab a pallet of herbicide to fill it up as well. Sorted. While I'm heading back, I just want to say a massive thank you to the next-gen legends supporting the farm right now. Shadow 34832, Nicholas Schramm 79, Noggeridge Garage, Lumberjack 929, RTR Storm Ghost 327, and everyone else behind the scenes. Honestly, the support means more than you probably realize. It's what lets me take bigger steps, try new ideas, and keep pushing this farm forward properly. You're basically shareholders, just without the meetings. So thank you. Every bit of support keeps this whole thing moving. May's been a good one. Crops are growing, animals are healthy, and the plan's starting to take shape. Nothing dramatic, just steady progress, and a lot of small decisions that should pay off later. June's next. More growth, more checks, and a clearer picture of where this year's really heading.
You've been spending a lot of time with Ethan lately.
I know. He's obsessed with tractors already. I showed him how the toy loader works yesterday. Blew his mind.
I can imagine. It's been really nice though. Since you've been back, everything's starting to settle. Feels normal again.
Yeah, it does. I'm enjoying it. Probably more than I thought I would.
Good. We needed that. That's not good.
What?
Weather report. Looks like a tornado forming nearby.
A tornado? Right. I need to see that. Oh, wow, look at that! There it is, off in the distance. Dark sky, spinning clouds. This is unreal. I probably shouldn't be this excited, but when else do you get to see something like this? This is nature at its absolute wildest. It's just across the river now, and it's huge. Way bigger than I expected. It's moving fast too. I'd better move the truck up the hill, just in case it comes this way. I still want to watch it spin. So much power. I'm probably closer than I'm comfortable with, but I can't look away. And just like that, it's gone. Sky clears. Rain stops. Blue sky. I can't believe how quickly that disappeared. All right, that was exciting. Time to get back to work. Hey Grace, you there?
Yep, ready to go.
Tornado show's over. Time to haul the silage out of the fermenter.
Perfect. I'll be there shortly.
Should take the rest of the day, but at least it'll be done.
Sounds good.
Days like this remind me why this place feels different already. Just steady runs back and forth. No rush, no stress. 85 grand in the bank this morning, and a yard still full of silage waiting its turn. Me and Grace just kept at it all day, one load after another. The best part, the market's right there. Not like the old days, hauling halfway across Montana just to make a sale. Every trip actually feels worth it, and you can see the numbers climbing with each run. 187,000 sitting there, earned proper. That's progress you can feel. I'll get the trailer parked up, call this month done, and take a second to breathe it all in. Now it's time to head inside, see Ethan, see Hope, and enjoy the quiet before July rolls in. July already feels different. The light's warmer, the air's dry, and you can tell summer's finally on its way. After everything this place has been through, it's good to feel a few easy days coming. Stage 6 now, not far off at all. Back at the fermenting silo, there's still about 250,000 litres of silage sitting there. Plenty to keep the cows happy. That was always the plan. Grow our own feed. Keep things tight. Keep things controlled. In the dairy barn, the girls are looking good. 14,000 litres of milk already, and climbing. And September's shaping up to be the month. Around 750 per 1,000 litres, if things hold. That'll be our first proper milk sale. I might finally pull the trigger on a milk tanker soon. Milk now, water later. Especially if the brewery plans move ahead. Something continuing. I swing past the beef herd next. I've always loved these big units. They're 60% through reproduction now. 2 years old, worth about 3 grand a head already. More than I paid. No rush with them. Let them grow. Let the value build. Sell when the time's right. The sheep are doing well too. Nearly 3 full pallets of wool ready. By January, there'll be a decent payout sitting there. And the lambs. All 20 of them. Happy, healthy, racing around that massive grass run. Wide open space. Fences stretching out, views for days. If you had to grow up anywhere, this wouldn't be a bad place to do it. Just checking timings. Barley's close. Hopefully August. Maybe September. We'll see. Field 49. 96 out of 100. Perfect. Field 56. 91. Solid. But nitrogen readings at 0. 0. Like it was never fertilized at all. That doesn't make sense. I know what I ran through that field. Same machine, same setup, same day, and then April comes back to me. Right at the end of sowing that field. I remember stopping. Something wasn't right. Fertilizer flow felt off. I found something lodged in the injector line, pulled it out, tossed it aside and carried on. Everything worked fine after that. I never thought about it again. Until now, that little sleeve. I turn it over, and that's when I see it properly. The marking. Subtle. Almost nothing. But it's there. A poplar leaf. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it means anything at all. Maybe I'm reaching. Maybe it's coincidence. I shouldn't be pointing fingers. But Grace did say, no one around here trusts Nathan. Whatever this is, it can wait. I've got cows to feed, work to do. For now, I'm moving on. Cows are fed, dairy's sorted, beef moo-moos are happy, everything's where it needs to be. It's one of those days where the work just clicks. Nothing fancy, just right. Ethan's waiting, and after all that time I lost, farms can wait. He can't. This barley looks fantastic. It's almost there. Strong, healthy, full of promise. Same thing I want for him. Steady growth, hope. There's something I want to show you.
What is it?
I found this months ago. April. It was lodged in the fertilizer injector. Perfect fit. Like it was made for it.
That's very specific. And that marking?
Looks like a poplar leaf.
That's strange. That doesn't happen by accident. That looks printed. Custom.
That's what worries me.
Worry quietly. Don't jump to anything. You don't want to start something you can't finish.
I'll try. Right. If I'm selling milk in September, I'll need a tanker anyway. Might as well do it properly. MKS 8 Custom. 27 grand. Milk, water, whatever I need down the line. Even propane if it ever comes to that. One less thing to worry about. I said I'd let it go, but that leaf keeps circling back. The timing, the field, the fit. It's too late to fix it now. No nitrogen means less yield, and I'll just have to wear that loss. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's just bad luck. But I don't believe in coincidences like that. And here we go. New tanker behind me, sun dropping low, farm waiting ahead. On paper, things are moving forward. Hang on, what's that? It's coming fast. Whoa, what the hell is that? A Lamborghini? Surely it's not. Nathan? All right, this place is finally starting to feel alive again. Fields lined up, plans in motion, and today's the kind of day that changes what this farm can become. Before any of that happens though, there's one small detail to take care of. Turns out, buying a brewery outright is frowned upon if you're short a few zeros. And luckily for me, the bank manager today happens to be someone who knows exactly how stubborn I can be. All right, cards on the table. I'm short 100,000 to make it happen, and I'd rather do this cleanly than rush it.
Okay, let's slow this down and do it properly. You're asking for a 1-year loan of 100,000 secured against the farm. Interest would sit at 4.8%, fixed. That puts your monthly repayments at $8,733. Just make sure it works the way you say it will.
It will, and when it does, first round's on me. That's it then. Loan sorted, plan locked in, and for the first time in a long while, this all feels solid. $240,000, a working brewery, and just like that, the beer factory is officially part of the farm. After everything that's happened, this feels big. Time to make it earn its keep. All right, let's get moving. Barley's ready, weather's holding, and this whole plan starts right here. Grace, you about?
Yep, all good. I'm nearby and ready when you are.
Perfect. I'm hopping into the combine now. If you can follow along with the trailer, we'll keep this moving nice and smooth.
Sounds good. Oh, and I've spoken to Walter. He's got some free time today.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he said he's happy to jump in your spare tractor, collect the straw swaths, and take them straight down to the farmer's market. Figured it'd help speed things up.
That'd be massive. If he's keen, let's make the most of it. Walter, it's Godric. Grace said you might be around today.
I am, yeah. And I'll tell you what, it's good seeing the place running again.
I appreciate that. If you're happy to help just for the harvest, we'd make good use of you today.
Happy to. No long-term strings, just lending a hand where I can. Get you back on your feet properly.
That means more than you know. We'll get this barley in, get the straw sold, and start this whole thing on the right foot.
Exactly.
Legend. See you out there. Right then. Brewery bought, help lined up. Time to bring this year to life. This is the part people don't always see. The steady work, the rhythm,
The hours where nothing dramatic happens, but everything important gets done. Barley like this isn't flashy, it doesn't demand attention, but it's reliable, and that's exactly why this whole brewery idea works. Once this field's cleared, grass goes straight back in. No downtime, no wasted ground. One crop feeding the next, one season setting up the next two. That's how this farm survives without having to chase every opportunity that flashes past. And that's the thing about the brewery. It doesn't replace the farm, it stabilizes it. While the fields grow, the factory works. While winter slows everything else down, those tanks keep ticking away quietly in the background. No panic selling, no rushing markets, no late nights wondering if the numbers will stack up. Just steady progress. It also changes how decisions get made around here. Bigger picture thinking, longer timelines. This isn't about getting through the next month. It's about setting this place up so it doesn't wobble every time something unexpected shows up. And unexpected things always show up. That's farming. You can plan all you like, but eventually something tests it. Weather, prices, people. For now, though, everything's lining up. Good crop, good help, good timing. You don't rush moments like this. You let the machine do its work. You trust the process, and you make sure when the job's done, it's done properly. Because once this combine shuts down for the season, the real work shifts somewhere else. Because once the grain's off, the focus shifts. From the field to what that field enables. This barley isn't just a harvest, it's an input. It feeds the tanks, sets production in motion, and turns months of quiet work into something that keeps earning long after the last trailer's emptied. That's where this year really starts to matter. Not in what gets cut, but in what gets built on top of it. That's the last of it. Barley's in, fields cleared, and for once, there's nothing chasing us straight into the next job. Time to get this machine cleaned up and parked away. All right, next job. Grace has wrapped up for the day and headed home. Walter's still running straw down to the market, so this feels like the perfect time to steal her tractor and get the brewery properly set up. The new water tank's finally in, which means no more long trips or messing around. Fill up here, roll it down the road, keep the brewery fed. Simple, efficient, exactly how it should be. The best part is how close it is. End of the road, around the corner. Drop off, turn around, repeat. If only every job worked like this. Right, let's have a look at this properly. Barley's sitting at 362,000 litres from those 3 fields alone, which honestly is more than I hoped for. Water needs to match that, so the target's 360,000 litres. Based on last season's numbers, this place only chews through about 140,000 of each per year. That's not 1 year covered. That's 2, maybe closer to 3, which means the brewery runs quietly in the background while the fields shift focus. Corn, next harvest. Bigger margins. Less pressure. 360,000 litres loaded in. Production chain looks solid. Everything ticking along exactly as planned. Time to head back. Hang on. Thought I saw someone move around the corner there. Probably nothing. Shadows play tricks when you're tired. Nothing to worry about, hopefully. Let's not invent problems where there aren't any. All right, one last push for this month. All 3 fields need grass in the ground tonight. If it doesn't happen now, there's no chance it establishes properly before winter, and that costs us a cut this year and another early next year. That's too much value to leave sitting in the dirt. So yeah, it's going to be a late one. But if this works the way it should, it pays itself back twice over. This is the kind of work you feel more than you see. Long passes, fading light, and the quiet hope that the effort now saves a lot of stress later.
Hey, why are you still out? It's getting pretty late.
Yeah, I know. Just trying to finish the grass tonight. If it slips into next month, it won't grow fast enough before winter.
Ethan's still awake. He keeps asking if you're nearly home.
I was worried about that.
I might miss bedtime tonight, and I hate that. But this month's one of those make or break ones.
I get it. I just wanted to check in. Also, banker question. Did you actually do what you said you were going to do with that loan?
Yeah, the brewery's bought. Fully ours now. Water's in, tanks are full, 360,000 litres. Barley's ready too, same amount. Based on last year's numbers, that's over 2 years of production locked in. Maybe closer to 3.
Okay, that's actually better than I expected. So it's running properly?
Smooth as anything. It means the farm doesn't have to chase cash every season now. We can plan ahead. Next step is grass cuts, then corn after the second cut next year. And after that, maybe whiskey.
Whiskey pays better. You know that. But it's also more steps, more equipment, more capital. You'll need more barley. And corn drying isn't cheap.
I know.
Just come home when you can.
I will. Tell Ethan I'll see him in the morning.
I will. Night.
And that's it. Grass is in, fields are set, and August's finally done. Long days, late nights, but the groundwork's laid now. Whatever comes next, this farm's ready for it. Time to head home and reset. September's already waiting.
September already? First proper check-in after getting everything established. And straight away, one of the grass fields isn't looking quite right. This is where having the right kit pays off. Picked this fertilizer and herbicide setup up last season on sale. Funny thing is, it's only this one field. The other two are clean as anything. Small weeds starting to creep in, nothing major yet, but leave it too long and it chokes the grass. Better to deal with it now and keep everything healthy. Grace, just a heads up. I'm spraying herbicide on the north grass field. Only one showing weeds so far.
All good. Want me doing anything alongside it?
Yeah, if you can hitch up the limer and start working through all 3 fields, that'd be perfect. Get the pH back where it should be.
Yep, no worries at all. Honestly, having the lime and fertilizer tanks right here makes life so much easier. Fill up, roll out, no messing around.
Exactly why they went in. Cheers. Nathan?
Godric, been meaning to catch up. Noticed you've been expanding again. Thought you might want to swing by, have a chat.
About what?
Just things. Best talked about face to face.
All right, I'll head down shortly.
Good. See you soon.
That didn't sound casual. And knowing Nathan, nothing ever is. Still, no point speculating from a distance. Time to see what he wants.
Right, here we are. That wall's always been there. But the poplar on the right, that's grown fast. Too fast. Thick, uniform, stretching further than I remember. And that's definitely new. A massive John Deere sitting front and center. More tractors than I can count at a glance. Equipment lined up like a showroom. This place has grown faster than mine ever did. Faster than it should have. And then, there it is. That Lamborghini. The one that tore past me on the road. Sitting right out front like it belongs there. And that house. That's not an upgrade. That's a statement.
You've been busy, Godric.
Oh, didn't see you there.
Brewery, new workflows, not exactly keeping a low profile.
So have you. Didn't expect this kind of expansion so quickly.
That's exactly why I wanted you here. Some things don't come across properly over the phone.
All right, say it.
You're changing the balance around here. Brewery, new production lines, bigger footprint. People notice.
I'm running my farm.
You're doing more than that. You're stepping into my territory that you don't fully understand yet.
Funny thing is, that's exactly how this place feels.
Then listen carefully. Not everything that looks profitable stays that way once attention lands on it.
Sounds like a threat.
It's advice. Take it or don't, but don't start asking questions you're not ready for answers to.
If something's wrong, I'll find it.
You can see yourself out.
Well, that wasn't a conversation. That was a warning.
Hey, just letting you know. Almost finished liming the last field.
Nice work. I actually just got back from Nathan's place. Things are odd over there.
Yeah? He's always been a bit strange. I wouldn't read too much into it.
Maybe. Still doesn't sit right.
Fields are done anyway. We're in good shape.
All right, time to move on. Milk's ready to go. 18,400 litres sitting in the tank. Almost a full load. Prices aren't bad either. $758 per 1,000 litres at County View Dairy. That'll do nicely. Walter, quick one. Ever feel like Nathan's doing more than he should be?
I've noticed things moving fast over there, yeah. Doesn't mean it's your problem, though.
Something big's going on. I can feel it.
Just keep your eyes open. And your farm tight.
That's the plan.
All right, well, if that was all, I'll let you get back to it.
Yeah, thanks, Walter. Milk sold. Just over 15 grand in the account from that run alone. Grass is clean. Fields are balanced. Brewery's ticking away quietly. But something's shifted this month. And whatever it is, it's not done yet. October's coming. October already. Another month rolling in, and the farm's finally starting to feel balanced. 42,000 sitting in the account. Not huge, but enough to keep things moving without feeling boxed in. Grass is coming along nicely, but there's nothing in the ground feeding it. Nitrogen's flat, which means it's time to act before growth stalls. Grace, you around today?
Yep, just over at the beef cow barn, checking up on them. They're all looking pretty good.
Any chance you can fertilize all 3 grass fields today?
Yep, no worries at all. I'll get on to that now.
Always keen to work, that one. Good to see the animals getting checked as well. Everything ticking along nicely. Right, while that's happening, there's something else that needs sorting. If beer's going to start moving properly, pallets need to move with it. And that means a flatbed. Let's see what's available. That one. FarmTech DPW 1800. Long, flat, simple. 20,500. No gimmicks, no complications. That'll do exactly what it's meant to do. All right, that's done. Grace, I've grabbed a flatbed, heading back now. Going straight to the brewery to load up the first batch.
That's exciting. First beer sale already?
Looks like it.
Awesome. Bring a couple back to the farm so we can have a cold one after work.
Now that is a great idea. Wow, would you look at that? 11 pallets ready to go. That's 11,000 litres. Not bad for a first run at all. This is just the beginning too. Beer now, whiskey and ethanol later, if everything lines up the way it should. But for today, let's keep it simple. All right, where's it best to move this? Prices are actually looking decent this month. Kodiak Brewery in town is paying well, and it's close. No reason to overthink it. First load of beer. Didn't think I'd be saying that this soon. Feels good seeing something built from the ground up finally leave the yard. And there it goes. $23,000 for 11,000 litres. Just like that. That's October done, grass-fed, trailer sorted, and the first proper profit from the brewery in the bank. November's coming,
And now things start to compound. November's here, and this month is all about grass. If everything's timed right, we'll get one good cut now before winter sets in, and then another early next year around April. Grace is on the mower today. I'll be following along with the forage wagon, and we'll just keep it moving field by field. Simple jobs, but plenty of them. This is where the decisions from August and September start paying off. Grass went in on time, fields were fed properly, pH is where it should be, and now it shows. It's easy to forget how much work goes into making a month like this feel straightforward. The planning, the prep, the quiet jobs no one notices. Last month was about first profits. This month's about securing feed and cash flow heading into winter. The brewery ticking away in the background helps too. Knowing there's income being generated even while the fields slow down changes how these months feel. There's less pressure, less rushing. And having Grace out here makes a massive difference. Jobs get done properly, at the right pace, without cutting corners. This grass isn't just feed, it's flexibility. Ferment it now, sell it next month when prices lift, or hold it if something unexpected crops up. Options matter more than numbers sometimes. And that's November wrapped up. Grass is cut, fermenting away nicely in the silo, and ready to be sold next month if we need it. December's next. Slower, quieter, but no less important. December's here. The farm slows down a little, but it never really stops. All right, first job, sheep. There's still some grass left over from the cut, and it's better going into them than sitting around doing nothing. The rest is already tucked away as silage. They've been busy too. Plenty of wool stacked up already. That'll be good money come April. 34,000 litres into the troughs should keep everyone happy for a while. 7 full pallets of wool already. 60 sheep in here, all looking healthy, all fed properly. We've got a good mix now. 19-month-olds starting to reproduce again. Once this rotation settles, lambs will start arriving regularly. That's when numbers and wool really start to grow. Clothing, fabric, maybe one day. For now though, it's beer, and maybe whiskey. Right, cows next. This silage will do nicely through winter. And would you look at that? New Holstein calves already. Always a good sign. Give them time and they'll be adding to the milk tank before long. Let's not forget the beef cows either. They've had calves as well. Everyone's fed, bedded, and in good shape. That's how it should be. With animals sorted, winter's the perfect time to tidy up the farm itself. There's a spot near the sheep pen that's been begging for attention. Problem is, no chainsaw. Looks like a trip to the shop. Funny how things circle back. Standing here again, buying a chainsaw. Last time I did this, I had nothing. 0 in the account. Just a saw and a plan. That was almost 12 years ago now. Feels like a lifetime.
Pulling into the shop car park to buy another chainsaw. Different farm, different scale, but the same kind of work ahead. Funny how some things never really change. $1,000, in and out, no stress. All right, that's sorted. Back on the road now, heading home and thinking through the next steps. Flatbed trailer, chainsaw, clearing that patch near the sheep pen. But before any of that, the tractor needs a clean. No point starting winter work half done. A clean machine lasts longer, works better, and makes the whole job feel right. That's better. Tractor washed down, ready to go. Time to hitch up the flatbed. This trailer's already paying for itself. Pallets 1 week, timber the next. Simple, flexible, useful. All right, time to get these trees cut and loaded. These trees have had their run. Once they're down and the stumps are cleared over the next couple of months, this whole area gets leveled to match the rest of the yard. And then, greenhouses. 2 to start with, probably January once the numbers line up. Fruits or vegetables, not locked in yet. The important thing is options. Winter income, flexibility. A water pump will go in here too, and once that's done, this corner of the farm starts earning instead of taking up space. That's what winter's good for. Jobs you never have time for when the fields are calling. All right, that's a full trailer. Nothing fancy, just mixed timber. But it all adds up. Let's see what the sawmill's paying. $1,000 per 1,000 liters. Straight swap. That'll do nicely, and it's not far either. There's something satisfying about this kind of work. A change from fields and factories clears the head a bit. All right, time to get rid of this lot. $5,800. Not massive, but every little bit helps. Space cleared, plans set, and a bit of cash back in the account. All right, round two. Let's get this trailer filled up again. Plenty of trees to get through, but I'm only taking the first section here. Just enough space for the greenhouses. No point clearing more than I need right now. Liam, how's Kinloch treating you?
Busy, in a good way. Goat yoga's gone mad up here. Booked solid most weeks now. The farm's finally ticking the way I hoped it would.
I had a feeling it would. Once people latch onto something different like that, it takes off fast. And I heard you brought someone on as well.
Yeah, Ewan MacLeod. Gave him a proper role. His own tractor, real responsibility. He's doing well. After everything that happened, it feels right.
I'm really glad to hear that. Sounds like he's landed exactly where he needed to be.
How about you over there? Montana treating you well?
Yeah, honestly, things are solid. Brewery's up and running, beer's already moving, animals are healthy, winter jobs are lining up nicely. It finally feels like the whole place is working together.
That's good to hear. Sounds like we're both building something that actually lasts this time.
Feels that way. We'll have to catch up properly soon.
Definitely. You take care over there.
That's December wrapped. Productive, steady, and pointing the farm in the right direction. January. New year, new month. First thing on the list today is seeing what's on sale at the vehicle store. Sometimes you get lucky at the start of the year. A bargain someone didn't want to carry through winter. Hang on. That one's gone. And that one. And that one as well. That's odd. They're disappearing fast. Big bits of kit too. Not just one or two. Almost everything's gone in the space of seconds. All right, that doesn't sit right. Time to head into town and see what's actually going on. There it is. That yellow machine. One of the ones that just vanished from the list. Being driven away by someone I don't recognize. And now, there's another one. That's a Fendt forage harvester, with a forage wagon behind it, heading south, straight toward Nathan's place. What would he need that for? That kind of machinery doesn't make sense for Poplar, not even close. All right, before jumping to conclusions, let's talk to someone who actually sees this stuff day in, day out. I'll have a quick word with the new mechanic. Hey Tom, quick question. Those machines that just went out, do you know who they were for?
Yeah, Nathan, down at Poplar Crown Farm.
All of them?
Pretty much. He does it a lot, actually. Buys gear when it's cheap, brings it back here a month or so later in really good shape, asks for more than he paid.
So he flips them. I suppose he was once a mechanic after all.
Looks that way. I don't really ask questions. I just fix what I'm told to fix. Don't get paid enough to worry about the rest.
Fair enough. Appreciated. That's strange. Buying in bulk, repairing, selling back, then buying again. It's clever, but it's also a lot of movement for something that's supposedly just forestry. Still, no proof, just patterns. Back at the farm now.
No point letting that derail the day. Next job, beer run. Flatbed's ready, brewery's been ticking along nicely, and funds are getting a bit tight after winter. Greenhouses were meant to go in this month, but realistically, there's just too much on, and not enough cash spare. February will make more sense. Right now, cash flow comes first. Now, let's check beer prices. January. Wow, this is about as good as it gets. Applebee's in town is paying top dollar, and it's right next to the shop. No brainer. All right, let's do this. And here we are, first batch of the year. And there it goes. Just under $45,000 from that load alone. On top of silage moving out at the same time, money's finally starting to flow back in. Right, trailer parked. Time to give Grace a hand. How's the silage going?
Good. Still heaps left, though. It's going to take a while to shift it all.
Yeah, also, bit of a weird one. Saw a lot of machinery heading toward Nathan's place today. Stuff that doesn't really make sense for Poplar.
He's always buying and selling gear. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Maybe. Just feels excessive.
You've got enough on your plate. Focus on what we can control.
She's probably right. Anyway, there's still plenty of grass fermenting in this silo that isn't ready yet, so that's as far as we go for now. Beer sold, silage moving, and the year's finally starting to find its rhythm. February next. Greenhouses, more production, and hopefully a few answers.
February's here. New month, and finally time to tackle something that's been on the list for a while now. Main job today is getting these greenhouses in. Not a small task. Over here by the sheep is where they're going to live. But before anything goes up, the ground needs sorting. And there we go. $10,000 later, everything's flattened, leveled, and cleaned up. All right, time to commit. Each greenhouse comes in at $36,000, and just like that, $72,000 gone. 67 left in the bank. 2 greenhouses standing where there used to be trees. Worth it. Everything looks good inside. Edges are clean, space is right, layout makes sense. The only thing missing now is water. Let's fix that. There we go. Water pump installed, lines connected, ready to go. All right, first greenhouse. Let's start with chili peppers. No complicated reason. They sell well, steady demand, and they'll do just fine in here. Second one next. Spring onions in this one. Different cycle, different market, spreads the risk a bit. Give it a month or two, and both of these will be producing with barely any input. That's exactly what I want through winter. Ah, and here's Grace. She's straight out of the tractor and already looking for the next job. Greenhouses are finally in. Took a chunk of cash, but they're up and running.
They look good. About time, too.
I'm thinking I'll keep an eye on the store sales again soon. See if anything else starts vanishing like last month.
Seriously, drop it. People buy and sell gear all the time.
Yeah. Still feels off though.
You've got plenty going on here. Anyway, I'll go crack on with a few jobs around the farm.
Okay, sounds good. All right, let's check. And there it is, the Fendt Forage Harvester, back on sale, for more than it was last time. Same with the forage wagon and the Roper Tiger 6S. That confirms it. They're being bought, worked on, and flipped. No question about it now. The only question is how. I'm not imagining this, am I? Buying machines cheap, selling them back higher. That's not exactly normal.
It's unusual. From a banking point of view, it raises questions.
Is it even allowed?
Only way it works is if corners are being cut somewhere. Off-market parts, non-certified repairs, things that wouldn't pass proper checks.
which means whoever buys them could be taking a risk.
Exactly. And if that's the case, it wouldn't stand up for long.
All right, we'll see if it keeps happening over the next few months. February's done. Greenhouses are in, production's starting to diversify, and whatever Nathan's up to, it's definitely not over. March is next.
March is here, and it's wet. Grey skies, steady rain. One of those months where everything feels slow on the surface. The greenhouses don't care though. They're producing whatever the weather throws at them. Out in the grass fields, things are actually coming along nicely. It doesn't look like much yet. Still carrying that brown tinge. Nitrogen's looking a bit light though. Grace, you working today?
Yep, I'm around.
Perfect. Any chance you can grab your tractor, hitch up the fertilizer, and give all 3 grass fields a good covering? They're nearly there. Just need that final push.
No worries at all. I'll head out now.
Good. That should set them up nicely. While Grace handles that, I'll crack on with moving more silage. There's still plenty sitting there, and that means more money waiting to be freed up. We're going to need it too. That corn planter isn't cheap. $250,000 doesn't just appear on its own. Right. Trailer on. Let's get to it. Silage loading up nicely now. This stuff's been quietly carrying the farm through winter, and every load shifted helps build toward what's coming next. David, how's things?
Good here. Just wanted to check in. How's the soil holding up?
Pretty solid. Nitrogen was a bit low, but Grace is out fertilizing the grass now. pH is in a good place.
That's what you want. I actually popped past one of your fields the other day. Looks really healthy. You're doing the right things.
That's good to hear. Grass is nearly ready. Then it's corn straight after.
Exactly. Keep maintaining the soil and the yields will follow.
That's the plan. Thanks, David. Always nice hearing from you.
You too, Godric. Speak soon.
Always good hearing that from someone who knows what they're looking at. Silage run finished up now. That's another decent chunk moved, and the bank balance is sitting at $121,000. Not there yet, but heading in the right direction. March done. Quiet, steady, no drama. April's next, and that one's going to be busy.
Grass like this doesn't wait around. Bright green, thick, ready to go.
April's here, and this is the month everything we set up earlier starts paying off. Grass is ready, and perfect timing too. You want to take the mower today?
Yeah, that'd be nice actually. I'll get it hitched up now.
Perfect. See you out there. Radio me if you need anything. With that sorted, it's back into the rhythm. Last silo's only just been cleared, and this cut alone is going to fill it again. That's becoming a bit of a pattern. The problem is capacity. That silo tops out at about 1 million litres, and these 3 fields together are pushing closer to 1.5. It works, but only just. Long term, that needs a rethink. Baling with a wrapper might make more sense. Easier to store, easier to move, more flexible when it comes time to sell. But next month changes everything anyway. Corn goes in, grass comes out of rotation. Once corn's planted, that ground's tied up until early winter. No grass, no cuts, no silage.
You know, this is a lot cruisier than the old place.
Yeah?
Yeah. Fields are bigger, flatter. Air feels cleaner up here. I actually enjoy working this hill.
Hard to argue with that.
Ever thought about expanding further west? Those fields out there are massive.
I have. A lot, actually. But big land means big commitment. More gear, more staff, more moving parts.
True. You'd need more people.
Exactly. And that's coming. Not just you. Once things ramp up properly, this place will need a bigger team. And that's the direction we're heading. By the time the sun drops, the grass is down, machines are parked, April wrapped. Productive, steady, and setting up a big May ahead.
May's here, and this is the month everything pivots. Corn needs to go in now if it's going to work this year, and that's a problem. The planter I want isn't cheap, and right now the numbers aren't even close. Ah, Grace, there you are. We're a long way short.
Yeah, I know. That planter's a big one.
If we sell everything we can this month, wool, greenhouse produce, beer, we might just get there. If you head to the shop once I've finished selling, we'll see where we land.
All right, I'll be ready. Fingers crossed.
Sounds good. Okay, no half measures. Wool, spring onions, chili peppers, beer. Even silage if there's any left. Everything that can move, moves. Let's check prices. Wool's strong this month. Farmers market's paying well. Spring onions too, same place. That keeps it simple. Chili peppers. January would have been better, but this isn't bad either. Just under 500 a pallet. Close enough. Money now beats perfect timing. Right, let's load up. Flatbeds backed up to the greenhouse. Spring onions first. That's 12,000 litres. Roll forward. Chili peppers next. Another 12,000. That's a decent load already. Next stop, sheep. 7 pallets of wool ready to go. One day we'll process this ourselves, turn it into something bigger. For now, it's cash we need. Running the numbers again. Even with this lot, we're still short about 135,000. Beer's going to make or break this. Let's find out. Ah, the farmer's market. Time to unload this load and see what we get. Just under 38,000 from that run. That puts us at 153. Better, but still not there. Back to the brewery. And that is perfect timing. 23 pallets waiting. 23,000 litres. This is exactly what we needed. Before heading out, one more thing. There's still silage sitting in the silo. Nearly forgot about it. 700,000 litres, fully fermented. That's money just waiting. Let's clear it. Applebee's again. Beer offloaded. Almost 50,000 from that alone. Silage sold as well. Another 70. And just like that, 268,000. That's more than enough. Grace, I'm at the shop now. Looks like you're already here.
I am. Did it work?
Yeah. Go ahead and order it.
That's huge.
All right, let's do this properly. 249,500. Kinsey, 18.2 meter working width. Needs 350 horsepower. Both tractors can handle it. Liquid fertilizer, direct drill, no cultivator needed. This changes everything. Planting faster, cleaner, and on a scale that actually matches this farm. Grace will bring that back to the farm and get started with the planting. Corn's finally going in. And once that's done, there's time to start asking a few more questions. Maybe even from a different angle.
Grace is back at the farm now, and honestly, it stops me in my tracks. That planter is enormous. Watching it come down the drive behind her really puts it into perspective. 18.2 meters wide. It barely looks real. That thing is ridiculous. I'm going to follow her out to the field and watch it do its first pass properly. Seeing it working in the field like this is something else. One pass covers what used to take several. This isn't just faster, it changes what's possible. Any future fields, any expansion down the line, this thing makes it achievable without doubling the workload. While Grace carries on planting, there's something else on my mind. I keep circling back to Nathan. I don't like not knowing what's going on over there. Machines disappearing, reappearing, being flipped constantly. It's starting to feel less like coincidence, more like a pattern. So, I've decided to buy a drone. Nothing extreme, just something I can learn to fly, take up over the valley, and get a look from a distance. Back out in the field now, corn's in, and it looks good. Could probably use a light hit of lime later on, but overall, Grace has done a great job. I take one more look at the used vehicle listings, and there it is. A John Deere 7R.
Exactly the kind of tractor. Seriously? That's not bad luck anymore. That's someone watching the listings and buying without hesitation. This is getting ridiculous. So I bought a drone.
You bought a what?
Ethan loves it already. So that makes it fine, right?
You're not spying on people, are you?
No, of course not. Just looking from very far away.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what this thing can do. And there it is, Nathan's farm. The John Deere 7R pulls in through the gate, driven by one of his workers, and looks to be parking up right beside the workshop. Same pattern, same place, same timing. That's no coincidence. Something's going on over there, and I'm going to find out.
June's here. New month, and for once, it's a quiet one. Nothing dramatic on the list today. Just checking in, making sure everything's ticking along the way it should. Corn's growing nicely, silage is sorted, beer's plodding away in the background, greenhouses are producing, sheep are multiplying. This is the kind of day that reminds you why all the earlier work mattered. Let's start with the animals. First stop, beef cattle, and honestly, this is exactly what you want to see. 100% health across the board. These are sitting at about 35 months old now. Reproduction's around 70%, which means in about 3 months, we'll start seeing more calves come through. Next up, dairy. I'm always proud of this pen. These girls are already doing their job. Milk's flowing, and there's about 18,000 litres sitting in storage right now. No rush to move it just yet. Better to let it build and do a proper delivery later. 40 animals in here now. 20 adults, 20 calves. Once those calves come of age, milk production's going to jump significantly, and that's a steady income stream you can actually rely on. Won't be far off producing either. This pen's going to carry a lot of weight going forward. Last stop, sheep. Quick drive down, hop out, and yeah, not much wool to look at right now. That was all sold last month. But numbers? Numbers are climbing fast. We're at 100 sheep already, and a fresh set's just been born. Plenty of food in here, over 114,000 litres, but sheep go through it quicker than you realize once numbers get this high. They're healthy, happy, and multiplying faster than anything else on the farm. That's good, as long as I stay ahead of it. For now, with 3 grass fields feeding into the system, there should be enough to keep all 3 pens going through the year. But if numbers keep climbing like this, either more grass or more land is going to be needed sooner rather than later. That's the checks done. Everything's in a good place, which makes days like this feel calm. Almost too calm. That's today done. Stepping back for a moment, it's actually been a solid stretch. This year's finally starting to show what it can become. Production lines are in place, animals are healthy, and the farm's working as a system instead of a scramble. Walking out toward the corn now, and honestly, it's looking good. Strong, even growth, everything where it should be. There's still big purchases ahead though. That corn header isn't optional. 144,000 I'll need to set aside for that. And with corn in the ground, there's no extra silage income coming later this year. Once this rotation's locked in, that's it until winter. Still, this is the direction I wanted to go. Ethan finally went to sleep?
Yeah, out like a light. Long day for him.
Good. He's been full of energy lately.
Just like you.
What's that? That's a machine. That's coming from the field. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Oi, stop! That's my field! Get back here! Why are you spraying my crops? What did you put on them? Damn it! Who was that? And what have they just done? June's over, and this just became something else entirely. Last month,
didn't end quietly. Whatever that machine was, it wasn't supposed to be in my field. Middle of the night, no warning, no explanation. And now July's here, and I'm not letting it slide. Back on the ground now, and there's only one thing on my mind: figuring out what actually happened. I head straight out to the corn. Up close, it still looks strong. Pulling up the environmental map, and there it is. Field 49, bottom left corner. An L-shaped mark cutting into it. Then Field 52. Just a thin line running through it. Same story. And Field 56. That one's worse. A darker, almost red-orange streak. Oversprayed. Whatever went through there hit hard. This wasn't accidental, and it wasn't normal treatment. Someone's been in my fields, and they knew exactly where they were going. That settles it. I'm done guessing. I'm done watching machines disappear and reappear. Done pretending this is coincidence. I'm going to Nathan's. I need answers. And this time, I'm not leaving without them. As I drive, everything from this year starts lining up. Machines being flipped, gear moving in the dark, that sprayer, the soil damage, the timing. It all points one way. And if I'm wrong, he can say it to my face. And here we are again, Poplar Crown Farm. Big, quiet, too quiet. Wait a second. What's that? The sprayer. Red, massive, parked right there in the barn. The same shape, same size, same setup. Just as I suspected. There's no other explanation. This is the machine that was in my field. Wait, it sounds like someone in here. Wait, Grace?
Godric, no, it's not what it looks like.